It always began with silence. Not the peaceful kind, but the thick, heavy stillness that settles after something important has been left unsaid for too long. Her name didn't matter here. Names didn't echo in the library. Only memories did. The human head hovered like a statue carved from translucent stone, open at the top, suspended in darkness. Inside, the walls were lined with shelves too tall for eyes to see. Every book was a decision. Every chapter, a moment she couldn't change. At the center of it all, sitting alone on a ladder of aged wood, was a small woman. Just a fragment of herself. She wasn't old. But she was tired. In her hands, she held a single torn page. A page she had read 1,000 times. Say it. Please. Don't walk away. But in memory, she never said it. And they did walk away. Around her, the books stirred. They floated in weightless spirals, glowing faintly in the dark, rearranging themselves with the gentle grace of fireflies. Some were warm, those she kept close. Some hissed when opened, those she tried to forget. And then, there were the books that bled. Thin streams of ink leaked from their spines like forgotten grief. They painted streaks down the sides of the skull, trailing out as if the head itself were crying. The world would never see those tears. But she did. She saw them every night. She stood slowly, the ladder creaking under her. Her reflection shimmered on the curved inner surface of the skull. "I wonder if anyone else lives like this," she whispered. Carrying libraries in their heads, filled with could-haves and should-haves. She walked across the smooth surface of her inner world, past a book titled, "The Words I Didn't Say to My Mother." Another, "The Day I Pretended Not to Cry." Then, "When I Let Them Go." Some books were blank, waiting for her to write what had never happened. Suddenly, the wind changed. A book snapped open behind her. Another fell shut. The shelves groaned. She turned, and saw the new one. It wasn't old and dusty like the others. It glowed. A clean, white cover with no title. Inside, a new page was forming, letters etching themselves in glimmering ink. Tonight, she read the page one more time, and then she let it go. Her breath caught. "No," she whispered, clinging to the torn page in her hands. "Not yet. I need to feel it again. Just one more time." The page burned slightly in her palm. It was trying to vanish. But pain is hard to let go of, especially when you've memorized its edges. And yet, she moved. She walked slowly toward the new book. It pulsed softly, like a heartbeat. Her legs trembled. She held the torn page above it. The books around her began to slow their orbit. The ink trails paused. A choice. Was it time? She didn't drop it. She didn't hold it tighter. She placed it gently inside the glowing book. It vanished. No fire. No sound. Just peace. Suddenly, the books above her shifted. The floating library began to dim, folding inward like petals of a flower closing for sleep. The air smelled like paper and rain. She sat back down on the ladder, now shorter than before. The tears on the side of the head faded. The lids of the giant eyes outside fluttered. And in the silence that followed, came something new. A whisper. "You don't have to forget. You just don't have to carry it alone." She smiled. For the first time, she picked up a pen instead of a torn page, and began to write something new. Candle, some regrets are stories we reread. But healing is the courage to write the next page.